Hello and welcome back to Foundation. I have a new microphone. If it sounds weird, that's because I'm still learning the ins and outs of it. What's this? Nothing to report? Why do you have a symbol then? Whatever. I think, maybe, it's monastery time again. Although, Sawmill has no workers? What? Missing raw materials. How bizarre. Anyway, let's have a look at, like, a monastery. So we've got, I sort of want, like, a big cloister courtyard for it. Do we have any more progression things? Yeah, okay, let's unlock all of this. I'm sure we won't get flooded with quests. Do we want destroy everything? Yeah. Okay. This will upset a lot of people, I presume. Going to have to keep the game moving till all that gets out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Monastery. Cloister. As the entrance to the inner garden. There. I think maybe 5x5 cloister? Or 5x5 interior. Is that how that works? Yes. And then so like a 7x7 exterior. There we go. Okay, that's the cloister. Right. Scriptorium off the side of it. Yes. Yes. I've not actually got a door to any of this yet, so that's a thing. But do we want? I feel like you need crosses at every possible point in a monastery. These statues don't attach. That looks kind of weird, maybe. Ah, shit. There we go. We'll have a big chapel out the front. We might need to move the cloister closer to the everything else, now that I think about it, but we'll get to that when we get to that. We want a real big church, I think. We want... Yeah, we'll do that. I need to stop building, like, in forests. This is just unhelpful. Yeah, then those. Why do they behave differently on different axes? Okay, apparently rotation matters in a weird sense. A belfry. There we go. Let's get some decorations on this. There's not a snap point there, but it's snap points. Okay. Cross there. Cross up there, but rotate it. There we go. Gargoyles. Always gargoyles. He will need like 10,000 tools. Okay, this cloister can go there. The monastic scriptorum there. I think this scriptorum is also a good candidate for expansion. And we'll have it there. Okay. Next most important thing is the refectory. Because monks need to eat. I don't know if nuns need to eat, but I know that monks do. But if the nuns want to use the refectory, they can. I'll take their word for it, whether or not they need to eat. Here we'll have that as the refectory. What's a refectorum? Is that people eating or people who give out food with which to eat? Because I feel like that's an important distinction that I need to know. I also want a monastic kitchen. I have a sort of like interconnecting thing there. I like the sort of haphazard look. Maybe haphazard's not the right word, but like it clearly wasn't all built at the same time, even though in reality it is. Needs a chimney. What chimney do we want? Heavy chimney? Why do they snap so weird? There we go. Dorms. We need dorms. Do we want the monk and nun dorms to be next to each other or far away from each other? I'm not super sure. Oh, that's a kind of fun shape. Very nice. Okay. We want like an emissary's office. Okay, we'll move the kitchen and the refectory back. I'm getting better at the controls, but I'm still not quite proficient. This... Yeah, that works. Now, the emissary's office can be... I think maybe Okay, bear with me. We're going to have the treasury more for structural purposes. You know what? Yeah, I like that weird little alley there. So we'll have the treasury a bit higher, so the window... yeah, sort of just break up the profile, I think. Then the emissary's office can be... this up on top. Do we rotate it weirdly? Maybe. Now it looks like a little face. Okay. What other buildings do we need? Oh, this, the treasury, would actually really make more sense as like a hospital. There we go. It has fucked with the icon, but that is no matter. I think we'll have like a gate on the hospital. Why is it morphed so far into the ground? Whatever. As long as monks can come and go. And the nun dorms. I think... yeah, have parallel monks and nuns. That's what we'll have. Yeah. We can have... in the cloister... there's no snapping points. So I'll just have to eyeball it. That gate there. Oh? What is this? Oh, we can have like a weird cutoff. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. We've got the scriptorium. We've got the emissary office. Okay, yes, I have access to walls, so I'm going to rebuild. And we are going to have... we want city fences? I think city fences. And this is going to... like, sort of... like, box in the rest of the thing. I did have... I was going to go for a more traditional wall situation, but... come on. Straight lines, please. Maybe if we just, like, build it into the mountain, that's also kind of fun. Though, will that just make people mountain goat? It might just make people mountain goat. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. The other wall can start at the scriptorium and go up here into the mountain. We're going to mirror it so that the torches are on the outside. Let's fiddle with that a bit. There we go. Then, let's have a monastic grange. Can we have... like, some other people need to come to the grange as well, so if we have it... like, here... then, by my understanding... like, non-monks can like, get into it without having to go through the monastery. Where is it? Vegetable garden. I'll have the vegetable garden over in this corner. They'll have their, like, growing patch along this wall, I think. The berry garden. Maybe over here outside the dorms. Okay. We'll have like one of each planter for now. Again, this will probably get some expansion later. As it is, I feel like we're stretching ourselves. We did vegetable garden, herb garden. Inside the hospital? Oh, this one needs to be like that. Okay. Did this also? No, that only has one door. Okay. Let's just have like a couple herbs. For now, can't super remember what herbs are used for. And the apiary. Oh, this is going to be another zone thing. Okay. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Yeah, let's build all, and we'll do the rest of the decorating later. One thing I do think is worth doing is, it's come to my attention that perhaps having it, like, a few extra, like, warehouses for, like, resource points, and just having additional people what move things might be beneficial. So, the monastery's nearly done, but everything else seems to have collapsed in the interim. From what I can tell, the guy who was making beer before was a commoner, which I accidentally made. No, a citizen I accidentally made. He got sad and left. Then no one was making beer, so no one was providing entertainment in the tavern, which made a bunch of other commoners leave, which... I've done fucked it up again. Okay, you be a woodcutter, because I know I have plenty of those. Yeah, so it was just like a chain reaction, because the one guy who was keeping everyone happy, quit. And this home is not getting built because I don't have glass. Militiamen have shown up. Are you out of here yet? Okay, no. More builders. Oh, we need, pig slaughterers. Which raises the question of where the fuck is the ball? Was it not producing because it was not getting, like, demand? Is that a thing? There, we can now assign a monastic emissary. I think Novice Guntard. Monastic emissary appointed. A calm resolve settles over your monastics with the appointment of a monastic emissary as your trusted and void. This wife This wise figure will strengthen ties between the villagers of the faith. Very nice. Okay, the monastery is fully done. So now I can start this back up. And I can get rid of this temporary stone thing I set up. Right. I did misunderstand a couple things, though. We're going to need additional monastic ranges. I have this one over near the bees. So I think, like, things that get traded will be put in here, like either incoming or outcoming. It looks a little weird if you look at it from the right angle, but that's fine. How many berries are in this whole system? I heard the monks have a lot of fish. Okay, you can have golden gruel. Your villagers are eligible to a new status, brother. Where was the cacophonous sound? It feels weird. Who has no access to rustic food? Well, that's that problem solved. Okay, and let's try and make this look vaguely square. There we go. If I get rid of... Yeah, adequately sized, good. Make it a bit more even. Don't want wheat growing outside the fences. Okay. Build the fence. Not that button. And just get rid of the trees sapping the nutrients. With this, we should be able to begin to get an excess of bread, which will be very nice. Oh, the Way of St. James. First pilgrim welcomed. Your monastery warmly welcomes its very first pilgrim. These weary visitors are to be reminders of the reward that hardship is spiritual fulfillment. Lovely. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there for now. I haven't made a lot of progress today, in all honesty. And I've been sitting here for like 2.5 hours. So, until next time, bye. Hi, I'm back. So, I have come to the decision, while editing, that, I'm going to be putting Foundation on hold until further notice. If it comes back, it will probably come back in a different form. It takes a long time to record, it takes a long time to edit, and people aren't really that interested anyway. So, as much as I'm having fun, I think I'm just gonna put this down for a bit. I might, I don't know, do some live streams on it in the future. That might be a thing. Honestly, the only reason I made episode 11 to begin with was to just test the microphone on something that is not too high. I didn't want to ruin something good, is basically what I'm saying. As you can probably hear, I have figured out the microphone a bit. It should sound, at the very least, less bad or possibly even good. But that's all I have to say. Once again, bye.